Everyone knows you should be putting in work outside of your team's practices, but how do you plan that out and how do you know what to do and when? For me right now, it's in the middle of the season, and during that time, your priority should really be making sure you're fresh for the games. So my individual work is very dependent on how my body feels. Some weeks you might have more games than others. Sometimes practices might be a little more intense than they usually are. But even though I have consistent goals, what I actually do in my individual work really depends day to day. But to keep it simple, I really have two non-negotiables when it comes to my solo work. Number one is taking care of my body and making sure I feel good and fresh. Now, depending on the day, that could consist of just rehab, stretching, just moving around, mobility, or on an off week, it could be an extra lift in some areas that I might feel weaker in. And the second non-negotiable is getting shots up. And again, the volume and intensity of the shots you're taking can be varied depending on how the week goes. Those are just the two basics, the two non-negotiables. It can be scaled up from there, or it can even be scaled all the way down. Like some days where I just need to stretch a little bit and really want to stay off my feet if it's been that intense of a week. But those are really the basics of how I structure my individual workouts outside of my team activities.